Good morning, everybody. Well, I did it again. I'm just obsessed with planting things. So now I have to spend the morning Sunday trying to get all these into this area. Over the years, everything disappeared. And so I want to fill it back up and see what I can get over the years. With the seed spread on the coneflowers, the pin cushions, there's coreopsis, black-eyed Susans, and I think that's it. Yeah, because I have another spot over here on the garage or the driveway side that I have to do. So let's get with this and get this done before the heat comes. So this is before with the placement of all the plants. I got the taller coneflowers in the back, shorter stuff. I got a little hardy geranium right there, pin cushions. I got right there, coreopsis is there, and lots of coneflower colors. And then I have the Goldsturm, which is the original type of black-eyed Susan. And then I have little Gold Star, which is right there. It's a shorter one. They'll stay smaller, so I'll put them in the front. So, as you can see, the other stuff, the older stuff's coming in, the backside there. So, let's get on this, just get these planted, be real quick. All right, so I got them all planted in, and now I have to water them in really good because the ground seems to be on the little dry side, even though we just got some rain yesterday. So let me get that done. And then when the sun comes around, I'll show it to you with more sunlight because right now, as you can see, we're in the shade. Here it is in the sunshine. Maybe in another week or two, some of these coneflowers will start to bloom out. It's gonna look really pretty. Oops, I forgot one of the pots. And then the next step is getting some mulch. So we'll see when that happens. Usually when July is when I'm start mulching. When it's super hot and then you end up sweating to death. But hopefully we'll get a nice day for it. There you go. Beauty. You ever just buy plants and think, where am I going to put them? Well, I've got these lavender here, and I'm just going to put them right in this space here. I had a hole, so I'm going to plant them there. So along the driveway here, I'm going to plant some lavender, a hardy geranium, a couple yarrow, and a couple black-eyed Susans just to fill in the spaces here. First I had to weed. Have any of you figured out what type of weed killer works best and fast? Comment below if you do have any suggestions, because I'm tired of weeding constantly, and I spray sometimes with stuff, but I just can't get a good quality weed killer. Let me know. This is where I'm going to plant some yellow yarrow and a black-eyed Susan, which is a smaller variety. I'll put that down front. It's so nice having this DeWalt drill. Gold star. Like I And there you go. That'll fill in nicely. Like I said, with this DeWalt drill, I have a 3-inch, no, 5-inch auger on there. It's about 3 foot tall. And yes, it's Garden Answers auger, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna water these in, and I'll be done for the day of planting. I did a little cleanup right here. I cut back the spirea so you can actually get down the walkway there. I trimmed up a little more. Here is the yarrow and the black-eyed Susan I planted. I trimmed up the spirea around there, and then made some space there in between that daylily. And then I have a black-eyed Susan and some Sweet Annie in that blue rectangular planter. That's lantana, waiting for it to bloom. And then I cleaned up the weeds. And then I planted the lavender earlier. And now you can actually walk down the walkway. The daylilies are starting to bloom in the back. My hydrangeas are taking their sweet time. Same with the butterfly bush. And then there's my new planter. And look at the bee. Flight there. Enjoying his little nectar. And I have some catmint I probably should cut back there. Hosta used to have a butterfly bush to shield this, so I gotta move that. And then my rose, which I still have to plant, is actually blooming quite nicely. All those blooms on there, buds, really pretty. Geraniums filling in that planter, and all the other stuff that's here. Maybe another week or two. Usually mid-July, everything has started to bloomed out. It looks really pretty around here. Can't wait.